In our fast-paced modern world, sleep is often sacrificed. Many people view sleep as a luxury, something to be minimized to make room for work, social engagements, or even just late-night screen time. However, this perception of sleep as a dispensable luxury is dangerously misguided. Sleep deprivation, defined as consistently getting less sleep than your body requires, is a serious health concern. It can have profound and far-reaching consequences for our physical and mental well-being. Chronic sleep loss increases the risk of a wide range of health problems, including obesity, type 2 diabetes, cardiovascular disease, depression, and even Alzheimer's disease. One of the most alarming aspects of sleep deprivation is its prevalence. In the United States alone, it is estimated that 1 in 3 adults chronically suffers from insufficient sleep. The situation is even more concerning among adolescents, with 2/3 regularly failing to get the recommended amount of sleep. This widespread sleep deprivation is a silent epidemic, slowly but steadily eroding the health and well-being of millions. The consequences of this epidemic are significant, impacting not just individual health but also societal productivity, safety, and economic prosperity. While the long-term consequences of chronic sleep deprivation are well documented, even a single night of inadequate sleep can have immediate and noticeable effects. Our cognitive functions, including attention, memory, and decision-making abilities, become impaired. We are more likely to make mistakes, have difficulty concentrating, and experience mood swings. Our reaction times slow, making us more prone to accidents. Furthermore, sleep deprivation weakens our immune system, making us more susceptible to infections. It disrupts our hormonal balance, leading to increased appetite, weight gain, and a higher risk of developing chronic diseases like diabetes. The dangers of sleep deprivation are numerous and should not be underestimated. Understanding the science of sleep and the importance of prioritizing adequate sleep is crucial for maintaining our health, well-being, and overall quality of life. The detrimental effects of sleep deprivation were dramatically illustrated in a famous case study involving a young man named Randy Gardner. In 1965, at the age of 17, Gardner, a high school student in California, embarked on a self-imposed experiment to see how long he could stay awake. Under the supervision of sleep researchers, Gardner remained awake for an astounding 264 hours, or 11 consecutive days, setting a world record at the time. Throughout his sleepless ordeal, Gardner's physical and mental state deteriorated significantly. Within the first few days, he experienced mood swings, difficulty concentrating, and problems with coordination. His speech became slurred, and he struggled to perform simple tasks. As the days wore on, his symptoms worsened. He began to experience hallucinations, paranoia, and severe short-term memory loss. Astonishingly, despite these alarming symptoms, Gardner was able to complete his 11 days of wakefulness, ultimately collapsing into sleep for nearly 15 hours straight. While he recovered relatively quickly from his sleep deprivation ordeal, the case study of Randy Gardner serves as a stark reminder of the profound impact sleep deprivation can have on the human body and mind, even in the short term. While we sleep, our brains are far from inactive. In fact, sleep is a time of intense neurological activity, crucial for maintaining our cognitive function, consolidating memories, and clearing metabolic waste products. One of the key players in this nightly brain maintenance is the glymphatic system, a recently discovered system that acts as the brain's waste removal service. The glymphatic system essentially flushes out toxins and metabolic byproducts that accumulate in the brain during wakefulness. It accomplishes this through the circulation of cerebrospinal fluid, CSF, a clear, colorless fluid that surrounds the brain and spinal cord. During sleep, the glymphatic system kicks into high gear. The flow of CSF increases dramatically, washing away harmful substances like amyloid beta, a protein associated with Alzheimer's disease. This nightly brain cleaning is essential for maintaining cognitive health and preventing the buildup of toxic proteins that can lead to neurodegenerative diseases. Sleep deprivation disrupts the glymphatic system, impairing its ability to effectively remove waste products from the brain. This disruption can have serious long-term consequences, potentially contributing to cognitive decline, memory problems, and an increased risk of neurodegenerative disorders. In our sleep-deprived society, caffeine has become a ubiquitous crutch, helping us power through the day despite inadequate sleep. While a morning cup of coffee can provide a temporary boost in alertness and cognitive function, it's crucial to understand how caffeine interacts with our sleep-wake cycle and the potential downsides of excessive caffeine consumption. Caffeine works by blocking the effects of adenosine, a neurotransmitter that promotes sleep. As adenosine builds up in the brain throughout the day, it creates a feeling of tiredness, signaling the need for sleep. When you consume caffeine, it binds to adenosine receptors in the brain, preventing adenosine from binding and thus blocking the signal of tiredness. This is why caffeine can make us feel more alert and awake, even when we are sleep deprived. However, this caffeine-induced alertness comes at a cost. By interfering with adenosine, caffeine disrupts our natural sleep-wake cycle, making it harder to fall asleep and potentially leading to poorer sleep quality. Moreover, excessive caffeine consumption can lead to anxiety, jitters, and difficulty concentrating, further impacting our cognitive function. While caffeine can be a useful tool to combat occasional sleepiness, it's essential to consume it in moderation and be mindful of its potential impact on our sleep patterns.